From translation, NET, New English Translation, this 249 day of the year. Today we are reading passages Ezekiel 23 to 24. Ezekiel chapter 23 verses 1 to 49. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, there were two women, daughters of the same mother. They engaged in prostitution in Egypt. In their youth they engaged in prostitution. Their breasts were squeezed there, lovers fondled their virgin nipples there. Oholah was the name of the older, and Oholibah was the name of her sister. They became mine, and they bore sons and daughters. As for their names, Oholah is Samaria, and Oholibah is Jerusalem. Oholah engaged in prostitution while she was mine. She lusted after her lovers, the Assyrians' warriors clothed in blue, governors and officials, all of them desirable young men, horsemen riding on horses. She bestowed her sexual favors on them. All of them were the choicest young men of Assyria. She defiled herself with all whom she desired, with all their idols. She did not abandon the prostitution she had practiced in Egypt, for in her youth men had sex with her, fondled her virgin breasts, and ravished her. Therefore I handed her over to her lovers, the Assyrians for whom she lusted. They exposed her nakedness, seized her sons and daughters, and killed her with the sword. She became notorious among women, and they executed judgment against her. Her sister Oholibah watched this, but she became more corrupt in her lust than her sister had been, and in her prostitution, which was worse than that of her sister. She lusted after the Assyrians, governors and officials, warriors in full armor, horsemen riding on horses, all of them desirable young men. I saw that she was defiled. Both of them followed the same path. But Oholibah increased her prostitution. She saw men carved on the wall, images of the Chaldeans carved in bright red, wearing belts on their waists and flowing turbans on their heads, all of them looking like officers, the image of Babylonians whose native land is Chaldea. When she saw them, she lusted after them and sent messengers to them in Chaldea. The Babylonians came to her in the bed of love and defiled her with their lust. After they had defiled her, she turned away from them in disgust. When she lustfully exposed her nakedness, I was disgusted with her, just as I had been disgusted with her sister. Yet she increased her prostitution, recalling the days of her youth when she engaged in prostitution in the land of Egypt. She lusted after their lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys, and whose emission was like that of stallions. This is how you assessed the lewdness of your youth. When the Egyptians fondled your bosom and squeezed your young breasts. Therefore, Oholibah, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Look here, I am about to stir up against you the lovers whom you turned away from in disgust, and I will bring them against you from every side. The Babylonians and all the Chaldeans, the men of Pekod, Shoa, and Koa, and all the Assyrians with them, desirable young men, all of them governors and officials, officers and nobles, all of them riding on horses. They will attack you with weapons, chariots, wagons, and with a great army. They will array themselves against you on every side with battering rams and siege weapons. I will grant them authority to judge you, and they will judge you according to their laws. I will direct my jealous anger against you, and they will deal with you in fury. They will cut off your nose and your ears, and your survivors will fall by the sword. They will seize your sons and daughters, and your survivors will be consumed by fire. They will strip your clothes from you and take away your beautiful jewelry. So I will put an end to your lewdness and your prostitution that you began in the land of Egypt. You will not seek their help or remember Egypt anymore. For this is what the sovereign Lord says. Look here, I'm about to deliver you over to those whom you hate, to those with whom you turned away from in disgust. They will treat you with hatred, take away all you have worked for, and leave you naked and bare. The shame of your prostitution will be exposed, and your lewdness and licentious behavior. You have done these things because you engaged in prostitution with the nations, polluting yourself with their idols. You have followed the ways of your sister, So I will place her cup in your hand. This is what the sovereign Lord says. You will drink your sister's deep and wide cup. You will be scorned and derided, for it holds a great deal. You will be overwhelmed by drunkenness and sorrow. The cup of your sister Samaria is a cup of horror and desolation. You will drain it dry, break its pieces, and scratch your breasts due to the pain. For I have spoken, declares the sovereign Lord. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Because you have forgotten me and pushed me behind your back, you must bear the consequences of your lewdness and prostitution. The Lord said to me, Son of man, are you willing to judge Oholah and Oholibah? Then declare to them their abominable deeds, for they have committed adultery, and blood is on their hands. They have committed adultery with their idols, and even caused their sons, whom they bore to me, to pass through the fire as food for them. Moreover, they have done this to me. In the same day they defiled my sanctuary, and profaned my Sabbaths. When they slaughtered their children for their idols, they came to my sanctuary on the same day to desecrate it. This is what they have done in my house. They even sent messengers for men who came from afar. When they arrived, you bathed, painted your eyes, and adorned yourself with jewelry for them. You sat on a luxurious couch with a table spread before you, on which you placed my incense and my oil. The sound of a carefree crowd accompanied her. Besides men from the common people, drunkards were brought from the desert. They put bracelets on her wrists and beautiful crowns on her head. Then I said about the one worn out by adultery, now they will commit immoral acts with her. They had sex with her just as men have sex with a prostitute. In this way they had sex with Oholah and Oholibah, promiscuous women. But righteous men will judge them after the manner of adulteresses and after the manner of women who shed blood, because they are adulteresses and blood is on their hands. For this is what the sovereign Lord says, bring up an army against them and subject them to terror and plunder. That army will pelt them with stones and hack them with their swords. They will kill their sons and daughters and burn their houses. So I will put an end to lewdness in the land, and all the women will learn a lesson and not engage in lewdness like you have done. They will repay you for your lewdness, and you will bear the penalty for your sinful idolatry. Then you will know that I am the sovereign Lord. Ezekiel chapter 24, verses 1 to 27. In the 9th year, in the 10th month, on the 10th day, the word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, write down this date, this very day, because the king of Babylon has laid siege to Jerusalem, this very day. Recite a proverb to this rebellious house, and say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Set on the pot, set it on, and pour water in it. Put in it the pieces of meat, every good piece, thigh and shoulder. Fill it with choice bones. Take the choicest bone of the flock. Heap up wood under it. Boil the bones in it. Good. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Woe to the city of bloodshed, to the pot whose rot is in it, and whose rot has not been removed. Take the meat out piece by piece. Do not choose a part, for her blood was in her midst. She poured it out on bare rock. She did not pour it on the ground to cover it with dust. To arouse anger, to take vengeance, I have set her blood on a bare rock, so that it may not be covered. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Woe to the city of bloodshed! I will also make the pile high. Heap up the wood, kindle the fire, cook the meat well, mix in the spices, let the bones be charred. Set the empty pot on the coals, so that it heats up, its copper glows, its filth is melted inside, its rot consumed. It has tried my patience, but its rot will not be cleaned off. Into the fire with its rot. You mix lewdness with obscene conduct. I tried to cleanse you, but you are not clean. You will not be cleansed from your filth until I have exhausted my anger on you. I, the Lord, have spoken. It will happen. I will act. I will not relent, or show pity, or be sorry. You will be judged according to your conduct and your deeds, declares the sovereign Lord. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, with one blow I am about to take away from you the delight of your eyes. Yet you must not mourn or weep or shed any tears. Groan in silence for the dead, but do not perform mourning rites. Bind your turban on your head and put your sandals on your feet. Do not cover your lip or eat the bread of mourning. So I spoke to the people in the morning, and the evening my wife died. In the morning I did as I was commanded. Then the people asked me, will you not tell us what these things you are doing mean for us? So I said to them, the word of the Lord came to me saying, say to the house of Israel, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am about to desecrate my sanctuary, the source of your confidence, the object of your affection. Your sons and daughters, whom you left behind, will fall by the sword. Then you will do as I have done. You will not cover your lip or eat the bread of mourning. Your turbans will be on your heads and your sandals on your feet. You will not mourn or weep. You will rot away in your iniquities and groan among yourselves. Ezekiel will be a sign to you. You will do everything he has done. When these things happen, you will know that I am the sovereign Lord. Son of man, on the day I take from them their stronghold, their glorious joy, the object of their affection, and their sons and daughters, on that day a fugitive will come to you to report the news. On that day your mouth will be opened to the fugitive, and you will speak and be no longer silent. So you will be a sign to them